Who is the dean? Where is he from? Why does he do what he does? These questions and many others long went unanswered, the dean only a specter of horror and terror in the back of the minds of all innocent students with mysterious superpowers. But thanks to the industrious work of several students and the heroic bravery that they displayed, the dean was eventually put on trial. Thanks to this trial, we know more about the dean than we ever have before. That is why we have published this Deancumentary. Homicide, Life on the Deans, Dean on Trial, a true crime story. Follow us as we dig into the tragic tale of Marcus and Sheridan and their nemesis, the Dean. We don't know who the dean is truly or where he came from. Records of his family are hard to find, likely due to his own actions. We have found some people in our research who seem to resemble the dean. Without more information, we cannot ascertain the truth. We can assume he had a family, and we can guess that these biggish, beardish, and deadish people are his relatives, but we cannot confirm it. Their eyes ask us only one question. Who is the dean? Is he related to us? Is that why we are so beardy? There is only one confirmed photo of the dean as a child, and it raises more questions than it answers, such as, who is this angry little chef? Why is he so angry? What is his problem? Does he know he's going to grow up to be a dick? The dean does not clearly enter the historical record until he becomes a student at the University of Chicago, a place where the legends say that fun goes to die. This is why the dean went there, as he also is deadly to fun. While at the University of Chicago as a student, the dean distinguished himself academically by altering his teachers' memories of his grades and by being elected president of the anime club, a post which he promptly resigned when he learned that to be in a club meant interacting with other people. As his time in the University of Chicago drew to a close, the dean realized he had no useful skills except for evil and mind control, and furthermore that he had no ambition to use them. Upon the eve of his graduation, he took the opportunity to shake hands with the overdean of the college, to alter said overdean's memories, to suggest that the dean himself had always been a dean and would always be so. The dean then settled into his position as dean of dean missions comfortably and set about making the university his own. His first goal was to draw in innocent students whose minds and powers he could manipulate for his own amusement. The dean spent much time as dean of dean missions, subtly influencing the admissions practices at the University of Chicago. However, his theories on admissions were controversial at best.
And so that's obviously why you don't let any stupid students or any poor ones, definitely no rural ones either, right? I mean, like, you don't want any of those, like, the corn students. All they want to do is learn about agriculture and how to make, like, cheap corn better. Yeah, because that's what, the country needs, is just more, like, more, like, ethanol plants that use, and deplete the soil and just they're just inefficient. And so that's why you don't let in rural students. And then, aside from that, you want to get the ones who are smart, dummies, So don't just let in some rich kid because his parents can pay. They'll take all their money and then just deny the kid admission. But you want to let in the rich, smart ones who can pay, so that the college has lots of money, so that way you can pay more professors and get an even better college, and then you get more prestige, and that makes you a better college, and then then you can just better professors and research, and then that turns into more students, and then you build a new dorm like we've got right here, as you can see, and then that lets you bring in more rich students, which is it's a snowball is what I'm getting at. It's a snowball. By the way, don't hold events like Snowball because they suck. Like, either don't waste your money on university-funded events that everyone thinks is totally fucking lame, unless you're gonna go just all out and make like a real one with like actual booze and like a real DJ and maybe like a real band. Use all that like rich smart kid money to pay for that, and then just charge them more. Because otherwise you're just wasting your time to make yourself look like a fool.
Bored by the rejection of his ideas by the more conventional deans, the dean instead turned to tormenting students, especially those with powers he could steal. The dean found great amusement in this pastime until he tormented the wrong student. Which brings us to the time of his trial.
Always, all rise for the Honorable, the one, the only, Judge Ebar Dean.
Be seated. Now, we're gathered here today for the trial of one, the Dean, ex-Dean of Dean Missions at this very university. Have we completed the coin flip for the opening statements?
We have, sir. The prosecution will be going first.
Objection. There's no jury.
Okay, counter objection, you suck.
Yep, counter objection stands. Continue, Court Officer Millens.
Thank you. We have here today the trial of the most vicious criminal UChicago has ever had, barring the entirely irrelevant Leopold and Loeb thing.
Objection. What have I been charged with?
Seconded. Counter objection. He ruined my life.
Not much to ruin.
Yeah, that's fair. Counter objection sustained.
As the prosecution will lay out for you today, the dean has committed acts of intolerable cruelty daily throughout his tenure as dean of something, and worse yet, he has been incredibly biased in his admission procedures. You see, while dean, he had a systematic persecution system going against the rural students in the country, which he called poor people, and decided that he should not let within the university.
Like students with powers like me?
Not only that, but
There's certainly let's call it a possibility that I have
whose parents were not
stalked
doctors,
you
were lawyers.
in your
But
hometown,
even more damning than
at your
that,
house,
if you
figured
can
out your
believe it,
powers, and then
he
futzed with
tried
the admissions process to let you
flood
in.
admission records so that
That's
only
a distinct
those
possibility.
who
Okay,
had
but-
Just so I can
powers
consume your
could
powers.
get
Okay, but the dean, if that was actually your goal,
Now, as
why
someone who's
haven't
not
you
had
consumed
powers,
his powers?
Oh, I don't know. I'm only 25, Maybe it's because I was just enjoying the college life too much. It's like, work sucks. I mean, really, like, especially running an entire college, even when you're pretending not to do it, you still have to, like, put in, like, a 50-hour work week. It's not hard work. It's still
You
ridiculous.
could have gone to grad school. You didn't have to spend all this time wasting my fucking toothpaste.
Okay, but you're 25?
Huh? Yeah, my birthday was on Thursday.
Is that why you were wandering around the room searching for presents?
Well, yeah, I thought someone would have remembered them.
How could I remember if you never told me in the first place?
I don't know, you're telepathic. I thought you would know.
All I ever hear from you is like evil grumbling and bullshit.
What do you hear from me?
I don't know, stuff about me and how I'm not cool.
Yeah, because you are.
Marcus, we're friends. Why would I think that?
Because he's a loser.
I don't know, everybody just seems to think that.
Wait a moment. Oh my god.
What?
Nothing. I need to think for a minute.
Objection! Defense is mumbling among themselves.
Objection sustained. Does the defense have anything to offer before we call the first witness?
The defense requests that all feelings be put aside during Dodge Trip season.
Yeah. Request accepted.
Defense rests.
No!
Bruh, it's not even a real trial. Who gives a shit?
Okay, good point, yeah.
The prosecution calls our first witness to the stand, Sheridan. Sheridan, is it true that you and the dean met last year through his study group?
That's what I'm told.
And is it furthermore true that the dean singled you out and gave you preferential treatment specifically?
Again, that's what I'm told.
And that after accepting the dean's invitation to the Oriental Institute, you suffered extreme memory loss and total collapse of linguistic capabilities.
Yes. I can't remember half of high school.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
And you can only attest to being told of these events because of your extreme memory loss.
Yes.
The dean is the cause of your memory loss, then.
Objection, leading questions.
Counter objection. I can't remember half of high school.
Objection and counter-objection sustained. No more leading questions, Officer Mellons.
Yes, Your Honor. From your perspective, Sheridan, how would you describe your relationship with the dean?
He lured me into a friendship, and then he stole my memories and my powers. I was going to be a linguist. Now I'm an actor in low-budget plays.
How's that going for you, you loser? That's all you're good for.
Mr. the Dean, please leave the questions to your lawyer.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Alrighty then. Is it true that you missed the game of Dodge Frizz in order to meet up with the dean?
I have vague memories of this.
Now, if you didn't like the dean, why would you miss the game of Dodge Frizz, Sheridan? You know how much this means to me.
Objection! The question is both irrelevant and stupid.
Yeah, objection sustained. Do you have any relevant and not stupid questions?
I think you know the answer.
I do. Next witness. Thank you, Sheridan.
But what is known about the dean's accusers? Who are these two young students who banded together to stand up to a cruel and very beardly man? Who is Marcus? What do we know about him? Much like the dean, very little. He resembles a medieval monk in that he has a bad haircut. And he appears to be from some quote-unquote small town, which would explain his permanently miserable demeanor as well. However, very little else can be said about him because he has no distinguishing characteristics. Who is Sheridan? Very little is known about him as well, except that he's very tall. That is in fact all we know about Sheridan.
So, Mr. Nix,
You can just call me Marcus.
this is a courtroom. We insist on formalities.
This is not.
It's a court.
Okay.
Why did you allow the dean to live with you?
I don't know, I felt sorry for him. He was just so pathetic when he showed up at my door. He was talking about a bird or
His
something.
name is Fitzwilliam.
Okay.
And so you decided to betray your friend's trust.
No, it's not like... Look, I thought maybe if he were just spent some time hanging out with us and he saw like how normal we are, he would reform. I don't know, he would feel bad about what he did to Sheridan maybe.
Nerd.
Really?
Yes, really.
Objection. Witness is hopelessly naive.
Yeah, sustained.
Loser.
So your plan was to hope the dean turned around because of how naturally empathy-inducing you are.
I mean, I guess.
You thought this, even though you're a known telepath.
Wait, how do you know?
Objection!
Mr. the Dean, sit down. You can't raise
Quiet,
objections.
listen to me. Marcus isn't a telepath.
What?
I have it all written down here on my phone. That's what I've been doing. I've been figuring it out.
Uh-huh.
He's not a telepath. First of all, he is a chronic solipsist. He projects his thoughts onto all of us. He thinks he's hearing what we're thinking, but really, that's just him projecting his insecurities. That, I propose, is actually his real power. Not telepathy, but the ability to project thoughts into others. Thus, that explains why I, someone who has never ever actually done anything to hurt someone, at least in terms of flat out stealing their powers, and also high school. This guy's high school memories, like really. Before, because you would think that someone much more powerful than any of you would have tried to stop that. Why I actually did that when he arrived. Granted, yes, it's true. I did allow all of you in with preferential admissions because I wanted to be able to mentor a group of talented, young, powerful people. But I had no intention of stealing your powers. But that little rat over there, he projected his insecurities onto me in the form of a malevolent, older authority figure. This caused me, in turn, how do we put this? Basically become brainwashed to steal his powers, and then furthermore, to move in with him which again, I would like to present even more evidence in favor of why this is not something that anyone would ever do if they weren't brainwashed. Because if you will notice, this entire building is made up of doubles, except for one room, the one he lives in. Now, on 2 different levels, this makes no sense. The obvious one being, why would I live in a single with someone else? There's not a lot of room in there. He has to sleep in the corner because of that. 2, he is the only person in a single here because no one else on Earth would want a room with this total loser. Therefore, I propose that not only am I not guilty, but that Marcus is actually responsible for all the events that have occurred so far, including Sheridan's loss of power and, garbage high school memories loser. But beyond that, I want to countersue him for domestic abuse with emotional manipulation and coercion. And I rest my case.
What?
Is any of that true?
No, that's not true. None of that is true. I heard you before I even met you or knew that you existed.
Okay, no, that's wrong. First of all, look, who are you going to believe? Me, your dean, or this scrawny little loser over here, this scrawny little nerd, who thinks that his very good friend Fatima thinks that he is a total loser. He was reading her mind, and that's what he read. But really, that's just his insecurity.
Stop. None of this can be entered into the record. You're not a lawyer.
Not if I'm delivering my own defense. I'd like to fire my lawyer.
Objection! I'm awesome.
You know what?
That's true.
Invalid. Court Officer Dean, please just go. Mr. the Dean, you can represent yourself.
Okay, get out of here, Trent. See you later. Alright, now, back to my statements. Marcus claims to be telepathic. I posit that he isn't, and is in fact an emotional projector, a brainwasher. Marcus also claims that he's a nice guy. I posit that he isn't. I posit that he's an emotionally manipulative bastard. Marcus claims he doesn't suck. I posit that he isn't. In fact, I posit that he does suck.
Okay, I feel like that's not
Who are you going to believe? The shifty, manipulative little rat, or me, your dean?
I mean, he'll probably get convicted after this.
This doesn't seem super official.
It's bro, I'm
No! Obviously we don't believe you! You're evil!
I will give you back your crappy high school memories. In fact, I'll give back all your powers. I don't even want them.
Shut up!
Except Japanese, I'm keeping that. Why would I want to read Akkadian?
Okay, look, nobody's gonna listen to you this time. You only got to me because I was lonely.
Listen, Marcus hasn't even done anything useful with his powers all year. He didn't even know it was my birthday. First of all, he's definitely not a hero or even a good guy. He's barely even special. It's unless you count being able to, like, project his own insecurities onto other people.
Okay, listen, I am telepathic, alright? I've just been suppressing it. This whole time from the beginning of the year.
Why?
Oh, because I want to be normal, okay? I don't want all of this shit. Why would I? I let the dean move in with me because I was lonely and I was hoping that things would just stop being exciting and they would quiet down, alright? I just want to be a normal student, alright? I just want to be somebody who goes on dates and goes to classes and enjoys classes and I just wanted things to be quiet. I didn't want any of this. And so I just gave in, alright? I gave in to the dean.
God, you suck.
Yeah, okay, I
You're
do
so
suck.
weak, Marcus. Listen, I said it before and I will say it again. If you hadn't been so soft and also emotionally manipulative, then you wouldn't have been susceptible to my suggestions, which you planted in my head with your crazy brainwashing powers. You monster.
Look, I'm sorry. I do suck, okay?
Marcus, you messed up. I forgive you,
Thanks, Sheridan.
but I don't forgive the dean.
I will give you back high school.
I don't think he's gonna give you back high school, and between you and me, I don't think you want high school back. But I think it's pretty clear we can convict him.
Wait, on what?
Being a dick, I don't know, chronic dickery.
Okay, yeah, true.
What can we do? How can we punish him?
Drown.
Yeah. I'm sorry, excuse you?
I see the water rising around him.
We can do it in the lake.
Wait, what? I'll call the police, like the actual police, and they'll come arrest you with actual guns, and I will see you in actual court for an actual attempted murder trial.
Wait, what about your parents? I mean, they're gonna see this.
Oh yeah, I forgot about them. But that's fine, they don't watch the news in Chicago.
Yep, let's take him.
Down with the dean! Down with the dean! Down with the dean! We're gonna punish you!
Down with
Never even went here.
Down with the dean!
I'm gonna call the actual cops.
Justice!
Down with the dean! Down with the dean! Down with the dean! Down with the dean!
Justice for Sammy!
Down with the dean! 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 Down with the dean!
Your high school wasn't even good.
Down with the dean! Down with the dean! Down with the dean!
Okay,
Down
you
with
can
the
just
dean.
stop that.
Down with the dean! Down with the dean!
Justice!
Down with the dean!
Justice!
Down with the dean! Down with the dean!
However, their momentum ran out as they exited the building and discovered it was quite cold. This led them to imprison the dean in a storage closet for some months until the weather warmed and they could take him to be drowned. Very little footage of the dean's execution remains, for Marcus and Sheridan tried to destroy all evidence of their actions on that day. What video we were able to salvage had been severely corrupted and lost most of its audio. Luckily, a team of expert video recovery professionals and talented voice actors have come together to reconstruct the audio of that day to pair with the remaining video footage.
I'm not going in there, you know.
You have to. Justice must be done.
You're lucky we're not gonna kill you.
No. There's not gonna be any killing. We're not gonna kill you. Can you just get in so we can get this over with?
Yeah, we gotta dodge for his game at like 3, so can we pick it up? Okay, fine. I'll get in up to my ankles, I guess. Or something. Really, man? There, are you happy?
No.
Now?
You are staying in there until your feet get all pruny and weird. Hey,
Yeah.
Sheridan, can we talk? What is it, Marcus? Can we just talk? Like, over there or something? Marcus. Please. Fine. What are we gonna do with him after this? What are we gonna do with him? We're going to have to kill him. What? No! We can't do that. We can't let him get away. He's too dangerous. Look what he's been doing to us all this time. We can't just... I've never killed somebody before, okay? Can't be too hard. He killed Sammy pretty easily. Sammy.
You two, whatever your names are. Bill. Mel. Yeah, sure, those can be your names. Listen, see this water bottle? This is a special water for my fish. He needs it by this afternoon, but Sheridan might try to get me to stand here for like another hour or something, and then it'll be too late. That's for my fishy. Ooh, pretty good. Here, try. Yeah, it's good. Is that melon water? Yeah. That's his favorite. Fuck. Oh my god, Mel! Mel! Why is everyone I love taking it from me? Mel, no!
What happened?
Oh my god, it was melon water! Mel really is allergic to melons, girl. And all this time I really doubted them.
Oh my god. Is Mel...
I don't know. I'm gonna call 911.
Don't you see? He keeps hurting people. First Sammy, and now Mel. We have to stop this spree before anyone else gets hurt. You're right. We have to kill the Dean. Let's go. Stop.
I'm going home to feed my fish, guys.
You're not going anywhere. You're not gonna get away with this.
Marcus, listen. We've had this conversation so many times. You guys can't do anything to stop me. I mean, I really should have let you guys keep your memories all those times, because this is getting pretty damn boring.
And I can't remember half of high school.
Mel killed himself, let's be honest.
You're a way too evil, alright? You're not getting away with this.
What are you gonna do, kill me? You put that down. Hey, no.
Well, he's dead. So are all the memories he stole. What do we do now? I don't know. We should check on Mel. What do we do about this whole thing? Oh my god. Oh my god. We killed him. Oh shit. Well, we really did kill him. Listen, stop. Stop. Just calm down. This is a pretty big deal. Now that he's gone now. He's been hurting us. He's been hurting us for years. He's been hurting other people. This is a pretty big deal. Well, yeah, but now he's gone, and now he's not going to hurt anyone ever again. There's nothing else we could have done. Maybe you're right. I am right. I guess there's nothing else we could have done. Yeah, we should just leave him here. No one's going to remember him. I don't think I can forget this. What can we learn from the sight of this dead Dean? Are we, any of us, better than this Dean? The obvious answer is yes. Most people do not run around violating the minds of others in such an alarming and disturbing fashion. The lesson we can draw from the Dean's life and his death is a simple one. Don't be a huge dick, or else your friends and roommates will murder you. And they will be justified in their actions. We cannot allow the rise of another Dean. Already, he probably walks among us, biggish, beardish, and deadish. We can only hope that he has less ambition, even, than this Dean.
I can feel